Testing it out.
It's now bottom of the third. CCAL up 3-0.
Are you going to play an ad since we're in between innings? Oh, they can hear us right now.
Click it?
No, I think they can already hear you. Welcome back to the 2026 District 7 Senior Softball Championship game here at Dorsey Park between St. Mary's Little League, Calvert American Little League. As we had a little bit of a rain, thunder, lightning delay. I'd say it lasted about a good 45 minutes.
Yeah, just about.
Just about. But we are back out here just to finish the top of the third.
Oh, yeah.
We just got back on audio here. St. Mary's was able to get out of the top of the third here with 3 outs. As we head into the bottom of the third, it is a 3-0 ball game. Calvert American is up, but St. Mary's looking to bring the energy here after that little bit of a rain delay. Championship.
All right, fans, welcome back to the live broadcast down in Dorsey Park, and it looks like we just got lights here. So after a quick rain, or should I say long rain delay, hopefully St. Mary's is ready to bring back some energy.
As Catherine steps in here for St. Mary's Little League, swings on the first pitch and misses for strike one. Foul ball just off the end of the bat behind the catcher here on the third base side. As Miranda works into an early 0-2 count here for Catherine, as St. Mary's is looking to get someone on base, as the first 6 have been retired for St. Mary's. The 0-2 pitch. Swung on, it's put in play. Weak dribbler back to the pitcher, and it is out at first base. Another ball just getting off that end cap back to the pitcher as Miranda delivers over to Ariana to get the first out of the inning, as that is now 7 batters in a row retired by Calvert American. Next up here for St. Mary's is Brooke. Max, you're the number 8 hitter here. First 7 retired. What are you looking to do?
Just anything, any contact, any get out base.
Baseball side, we might try to call a bunt here, right? Try to get something. Corners are playing in, as that one does hit the plate for the first ball at the at-bat. Corners taking away that option for a bunt here. But any means necessary. Put the ball in play, see what happens. Calvert American's just doing their job, getting the outs. As Miranda delivers. In the dirt for ball 2. Excuse me, that is ball 3. It's a 3-0 count here for Brooke. She most likely will take this one. As she does, takes the first one for a strike. 3-1 count here for Brooke. Miranda gets her sign. She delivers. That one hitting that bottom of the zone. Max's face saying he does not like it. The catcher might have worked it up, though. We don't have the angle here. as it is a full count here for Brooke.
Yeah, not quite the angle, but we really can't argue with that.
Here's the pitch. That's in the dirt for ball 4. Hitting the plate, getting past the catcher. Brooke does take off to first base. She's going to hang out there, not try to take second. As St. Mary's has their first runner of the game here in the bottom of the 3rd with 1 out. As Brooke draws a walk from Miranda. Then Ava swings on and misses. There's a back pick attempt here at first.
And the runner gets a second.
Ariana was not looking for the throwdown from the catcher as Brooke moves over to second base. Good back pick attempt here by the catcher as Ariana just not there to see the throwdown. St. Mary's with a runner in scoring position here in a 3-0 ball game. 1 out in the bottom of the 3rd. Swung on and missed. That ball was in the dirt. Would have been ball 1, but now Ava has worked herself into an 0-2 count. Max, tell me, as a batter, sometimes those low ones look like they're coming in the zone, but they'll drop out. How hard is it to lay off of those?
It's pretty hard, especially when you say, oh, I'm going to hit this ball.
As Ava is retired on a swinging strike 3. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd. St. Mary's with a runner on second base as the top of the lineup comes on board. Talia steps in, foul tips the first pitch into the glove for strike 1. Miranda delivers. That's in the dirt. As Talia does move over to third base here. We might have a different batter other than Talia up here. I'm trying to get the name or number straight. That swung on is a hard hit ball to third base. Just gets past the glove as Brooke is going to score to get the first run for St. Mary's. Top of the lineup doing their job, delivering a hard hit ball to third base. Max, as a scorekeeper, are you scoring that a hard hit baseball, a softball, or an air?
I might score that in the air.
Ooh, Max with a tough book over there. I'm going to go ahead and score that a hard hit baseball. The exit velo off of that for a senior softball player was very high, as that ball is in the dirt. Leadoff gets a good lead. She gets back on a back pick attempt. As St. Mary's looking to be aggressive here, get over to second base as quick as they can. Here's the pitch. Swung on. It's a weak hit ball into the middle of the infield. Second base tracks it to right in front of second base to get the third out. But St. Mary's is on the board here in the bottom of the 3rd. It is Calvert American 3, St. Mary's 1 here at the 2026 District 7 Senior Softball Championship, All-Star Championship.
Yeah! Yeah! One more game! Ho, ho, ho! Hey! Come on! Friday night, every light burning. Championship dreams, everybody earning. Red dirt flying, hearts on fire. Nobody's ever climbed this much higher. St. Mary's ready.
Eye on the prize.
Calvert American.
Won't back down tonight.
Every pitch, every swing, every play.
Everything rides on today.
Come on, come on, come on. One more out. One more.
Welcome back to the 2026 Senior Softball District 7 All-Star Championship. We are in the top of the 4th here. Madeline still dealing for St. Mary's as she delivers the first pitch for a strike here to Isabella for Calvert American. The 0-1 pitch. Swung on, foul ball to the fence. Almost knocked off some Crocs on the fence here. As Isabella works herself into an 0-2 count. Let's see if Madeline trusts her inventory here. I say stick with her fastball. What do you think, Max?
Yeah, me too. Seems like it's working.
Here's the pitch.
There it
Changeup
was.
taken for strike 3. Madeline digging in that inventory, looking like a changeup there. Nasty drop in the zone, off-speed pitch for the first out here in the top of the 4th. As Haley steps in for Calvert American. Madeline gets her sign from her catcher. Here's the pitch. Taken for strike 1. Madeline really working those corners, Max. As a catcher, how does that feel when you and your pitcher are just painting those corners like a painter?
It actually feels pretty good because like you're down a few runs and you really gotta prevent them from getting more runs.
Absolutely, that's the name of the game as she comes back with that fastball. Haley just a little late, a hard swing by Haley, but she works herself into an 0-2 count here. As Madeline delivers, swung on and missed. It looks like she came back with a changeup there. Really digging in that inventory again. Madeline is commanding the
Now
zone.
batting number 23, McKenna Hunt.
As McKenna steps in here for Calvert, the number 9 hitter, looking to get on base for Calvert American here in the top of the 4th. As Madeline settles in, here's the pitch, taken low for a ball. One 1-0 count here for Calvert American as Madeline delivers. Hitting that outside corner again for a strike. That one swung on and missed. Might have tipped there, but it is a 1-2 count. 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. As Madeline gets her sign, settles in. Here's the pitch. Foul ball down right to the close to the dugout entrance here for Calvert American. I tell you, the fastball is coming. The bat speed is incredible. These foul balls are zooming off the bat, Max. You got to be heads up, don't you?
Yeah. Like, make sure to not put your fingers inside the fence.
Yes, absolutely. Good advice for children. Swung on, line drive to first base.
Oh!
By Catherine for the 3rd. St. Mary's goes 1, 2, 3 there to start the top of the 4th as they look to take that momentum into the bottom as we are in a 3-1 ball game. Calvert American with the lead here at the 2026 District 7 Senior Softball Championship game.
Yeah! Yeah! One more game! Ho, ho, ho! Hey! Come on! Friday night, every light burning. Championship dreams, everybody earning. Red dirt flying, hearts on fire. Nobody's ever climbed this much higher.
right, fans, welcome back to the 4th inning down here in the Dorsey Park live stream of the softball Calvert versus St. Mary's.
Calvert versus St. Mary's indeed, a battle of the two Southern Maryland counties. Calvert American coming across the bridge here, probably about 15-minute drive from the Calvert side. As Miley steps up to the dish for St. Mary's. Ball high hit down the third base line. It is going to fall out of play. As St. Mary's looking to continue to chip away here. Calvert is up 3-1 here. As Miranda settles in. There's the pitch. That is a line drive over the shortstop's head, hitting the left center gap. Miley's going to hold up at first with a leadoff single here for St. Mary's. That is something important, Max. As a leadoff batter, how important is it to get on base?
That's very important. The other hitters can move you around, get on base, and maybe even score a run.
As Miley's going to get a pinch runner here. One of the senior Little League softball rules here for the All-Star Tournament is each team is allowed 2 pinch runners for the
Now
game. 2
batting
only,
number 1,
unlike what you have in the regular
Phelan
season.
Harrington.
As Phelan steps up to the dish, the catcher coming in for St. Mary's in the 2nd inning. She shows bunt. Back pick attempt there. She is going to be safe. As Harrington looking to move the runner by any means necessary, showing bunt. As Miranda settles in, here's the pitch. There's a bunt out of play, going over the first base side, all the way rolling to the 90-foot fence. As Phelan has a 1-1 count here. St. Mary's with a runner at first, no outs. Swung on. High fly ball. It is out of play again, almost in the same exact spot of where that bunt landed. As they're going to bring this back to the table for an airhead. 1 ball, 2 strike count here for Phelan. Here's the pitch. Swung on. It is hit to center, shallow center. Center fielder making the catch, trying to throw the ball to first to double him up. The runner gets back in time, is safe. The outfield playing very shallow there. Center field able to take 3 steps in, catch the ball, get the first out here for Calvert American. Foul tip there off of Lorelei's
Now batting
bat,
number 11,
off of
Lorelei
the umpire's
Maroda.
right shoulder. Max, those foul tips as a catcher, how hard are they to read to get back to your glove?
They're pretty hard, especially when they hit it. It could be faster off the bat.
Absolutely, as the runner takes off, wild pitch there as it goes high and right of the plate. And the pinch runner for Miley, I cannot remember her name, I do apologize, is over at second base in scoring position with 1 out. Swung on, foul tip again, as the rain from the fence, softball hit it, trickles down to us. We could feel it splash on us, as it is a 1-2 count here for Lorelei. Here's the pitch. Swung on, it is put in play, hit to shortstop. Shortstop bobbles it, gets there, safe at third. As she is going to be in there at first, the bobble at short. I might score that one an air. Max, what is your opinion?
To me, it looked like the runner hit the ball while she was running.
Okay, well, we'll see if the coach looks for an interference there with the runner. The coach for Calvert's not arguing. The play stands as that one is just outside and high. Back pick attempt here at third, and she is safe.
Now batting number 10, Juju Bilowitz.
As Juju's in here with a 1-0 count as Miranda delivers. That's hitting the corner just outside. 2 balls, no strikes for Juju. As I'm wondering, just as a coach, why is that runner at first not at second base yet? The 2-0 pitch swung on, foul ball. Hitting the backstop here just above us. It's a 2-1 count. Puts the batter in a tough spot with a 2-0 count. You know they're swinging, but that runner's got to move over to second base.
Gotta get
Here's the
this to
2-1
scoring
pitch.
position.
That's high. As she does take off here. gets to second base on a 3-1 count. One out here for Calvert American as Miranda delivers. That is taken ball high. That is going to be ball 4.
Ball 4,
As
bases
the
loaded.
bases are juiced here for St. Mary's. As April Thompson,
Substitution.
manager for
You gotta
St.
say.
Mary's, is calling time.
I got it. Yep. Now batting number 9, Gwen Bielowitz.
As St. Mary's bringing in a pinch hitter here. Gwen swung on and putting it way over our heads behind us, out of play. What'd you think of that?
Oh, that was pretty fast.
Came off that bat rather fast with the 0-1 count here for Gwen. Take strike 2. Bases loaded here for Gwen. 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. St. Mary's looking to produce a run here. Swung on. 2-strike approach there, Max. What do you think?
2-strike approach, anything close, and maybe even choke up on the bat.
Yeah, you know, you can't always have your A swing on a 2-strike approach. That was definitely a B swing to protect. As she looks to protect here on the 0-2 pitch. Swung on. That is hit deep to center field. Center field camps out underneath. It is caught. Third base is not tagging up, but they are out. First base was halfway to second. Third base did not tag up in the situation. A base running mistake here by St. Mary's as the bases loaded fizzles out. Calvert American able to get out of that with the bases loaded here, doubling up the runner at first base. They escaped the inning here, keeping it a 3-1 ball game at the 2026 Senior Softball All-Star Championship.
Championship dreams, everybody earning. Red dirt flying, hearts on fire. Nobody's ever climbed this much higher. St. Mary's ready.
Eye on the prize.
Calvert American.
Welcome back here to the 2026 District 7 Senior Softball All-Star Championship. Top of the lineup here for Calvert American as Miranda takes the first pitch, delivered by Madeline for a strike. Max, how do you recover from that inning? Bases loaded, 1 out. What does St. Mary's have to do here to keep the momentum going?
Good, Tim. Take your time, man. Man, steal. Let's go, Blue.
As the umpire, Tim, takes that foul tip off his hand, shakes it
Good
off.
block, Blue. Good block.
Way to be tough back there, umpires. We do have an 0-2 count. So, Max, back to the question. How do you recover after having bases loaded, 1 out, and not being able to produce a run?
I would just say try and stop the runs. Just like try and throw strikes and trust the infield.
Trust the infield. I like it. As Calvert American had a question about the call there. The ball was fielded in foul territory before the base. Foul ball from our vantage point. The 0-2 pitch. Swung on off the end cap. A little bit of English on it as it rolls back here behind the catcher for a foul ball. Madeline, she delivers. Inside on the corner, going out of play over the first base dugout where Calvert American sits here at Dorsey Park. And there are kids fighting over that softball. One of them wants to get that airhead. What flavor would you pick, Max, if you got to bring that ball back?
Solid choice, I'd pick grape.
Grape swung on for the foul tip and the catch. That is out number 1 here for Calvert American. As the catcher squeezing that. We just talked about those foul tips last inning. Very important to squeeze it on a 2-strike count.
Especially.
As Madeline versus Madeline here. Just misses the outside corner for ball 1. Madeline versus Madeline. 2 different spellings here for the ladies. That's swung on for strike 1. Tell me that's not one of your favorite sounds, hearing that glove pop.
I mean, probably top 5.
Top 5. We're going to come back to that question because now I got to know what your other top 4 sounds are outside of the glove popping from a beautiful fastball. Here's the pitch. As that is strike 3. Madeline really relying on that outside corner here for St. Mary's as we have 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. So back to that question, Max. One of the top 4 sounds.
Top 4?
Just give me one more.
Waterfall.
Waterfall. Okay, that's satisfying. That's quiet. I can get that. For me, crack of the bat. A wooden bat, crack of the bat in a ballpark. Nothing beats that sound. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That's taken low for a ball. As Ariana has a 2-0 count here. She's got the green light to swing with 2 strikes. Madeline gets her grip here with the rosin bag out the mound. Here's the pitch. Swung on. It is popped out. The catcher was able to track it. That ball had some backspin. Phelan able to get the read, pop off the helmet, get the out for her team. 3 outs. So the side is retired here. Heading into the bottom of the 5th, it is Calvert American 3, St. Mary's 1 at the Senior Softball All-Star Championship game here for District 7.
Championship dreams, everybody earning. Red dirt flying, hearts on fire. Nobody's ever climbed this much higher. St. Mary's ready.
Eye on the prize.
Calvert American.
Won't back down tonight.
Every pitch, every swing, every play.
Everything rides on today.
Come on, come on, come on. One more out, one more throw. Everybody in the park knows, hey,
This ain't just another game.
one more game.
Everybody shout that name.
Bring that fire
Take it higher. Higher.
St. Mary's swinging for a trip to states.
Calvert American say.
Make 'em
All right, guys, welcome back to, I'm pretty sure, the 5th inning.
We're in the bottom of the 5th. That is
Oh.
correct.
All right. And back with a close battle here between Calvert American and St. Mary's.
As we are in a 0-1 count here. Casey Gibbs, number 14, steps on. The 0-1 pitch swung on, and it is out of play down the first baseline as those fans are really hustling for that airhead. As that kid is actually, oh no, I thought he was going to play with it in the dirt. He is bringing it back over here for an airhead. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That's taking ball low in the dirt. Casey with the 1-2 count. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Casey is retired for the first out here for Calvert American in the bottom of the 5th. Here's the pitch. Taken.
Now batting number 12, Hannah Granger.
Hannah Granger up to the dish here for St. Mary's. 1 out here from the bottom of the 5th. Taken for ball 2. 2-0 count, Max. That's got to be your favorite count as a hitter. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
What are you looking for here?
Probably just like, just a strike. Just like that right there.
There it is. Still the hitter's count with the 2-1. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That's taken for ball. Ball 3 here for Hannah. Miranda looking to settle in with this batter. She's worked herself into a 3-1 count here in the bottom of the 5th. That's taken for ball 4. As St. Mary's has her first base runner here in the bottom of the 5th. 1 out for Calvert American.
Now batting number 6, Talia Adams.
As the top of the lineup here for St. Mary's steps in, Talia looking to move the runner. Swung on and missed out of the catcher's glove. That is going to count as a pass ball. As Hannah makes it into second, she is safe, getting the uniform dirty just in case. As Calvert American has a question about a tip to the umpire, Tim. Tim is going to consult with Jeff, who was our first base umpire here for the District 7 Senior Softball Championship, as they head out just in front of second base to discuss if a foul tip was heard. No foul tip there. That is strike 1 here for Talia, as Hannah moved over to second base in scoring position for St. Mary's. It's the 0-1 count, taken high for ball 1. Max, what's your favorite pitch location-wise?
Not too low, but low in the zone fastball.
Low in the zone fastball. Swung on. That is fouled behind the dish right above us here at the fence that is protecting us all night. As Talia is in a 1-2 count. 1 out here for Calvert American. St. Mary's with a runner at second, looking to move them over in a tight 3-1 ball game here in the bottom of the 5th. Swung on, that is hit. It is going to be dropping here in left center. They're going to head to third. They're going to hold him up at third, but she is going to be in there safe at second. The base dislodges. Talia stretching that single out into a double. As Hannah, the runner at third, holds up. I'm not sure if the coach held her or if it was a read on the play, but there are runners in scoring position here at second and third for St. Mary's with 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. Max, you going to try to get home from there at second base on that read?
Yeah.
Right, stay aggressive, right? 3-1 ball game, 1 out.
Yep,
That
always
throw was
aggressive.
going to second. Let's get that read. Here's the pitch. Taken for strike 1. Madeline tries to back pick. We got a pickle situation here. And everyone's getting tired. And she is going to be out as the back pick attempt from the catcher. We are getting a time call here. April is going to argue. I'm assuming we're going to be talking about an obstruction here As Tim's going to consult with his third base umpire, bringing in Jeff Dillon from the B slot here. As a pickle was induced, the thing with pickles, Max, is there's always an opportunity for obstruction for them to get back to the base. It's always a judgment call, hard to read, but lots of back and forth on that pickle. I imagine Hannah got pretty tired. You could see her slowing down just a little bit on her fourth or fifth back.
Like, I'm also going to say that I've seen many pickles throughout baseball and softball, but I've never seen a pickle where they've thrown the ball so close to each other.
Yeah, well, that pickle closed the gap, right? That's important. You want to work them back to the base they were at, but you also want to close the gap in between you, right? So we are waiting to see here if Hannah is going to be out. The umpires are taking their time. They want to get this call right, as this could be either 2 outs here for St. Mary's, or if it is an obstruction, then Hannah will be awarded home. As the umpires consult, and Tim's coming here to home plate to probably consult what they are talking about.
So in the rundown, third baseman did not hit the ball. He's in the base path, that's the base, which could cause the runner to turn around and go back towards home. So we would call obstruction on the third baseman. Does the runner score or does she go back to play? Let me look it up.
As they are looking to call obstruction here. That's what we thought in a pickle situation. It's very hard to determine that obstruction. If you don't have the ball, you cannot be in the base path to run back. You have to get out of the way. So it's very back and forth there. And when you close that gap, it makes it quick for those obstruction calls to happen. So that's where we're at here. They're talking obstruction. We're trying to figure out if the run scores or if because she was headed back to third when the obstruction occurred, if she is awarded third. I believe the rule book will state that they are awarded home, but I could be wrong because that was the base she attempted to go to.
Yeah.
They're looking in the rule book here, in the Little League rule book here, as there is a slight delay, but at least it's not a delay for rain.
Yeah.
So we can hear the rules being read right now. It is being consulted with the tournament director and our District 7 director, Don Tomlinson. For those that don't know Don, he has been a volunteer in Little League for over 30 years across Waldorf Little League and the district. He is a pillar of the volunteer community, someone I looked up to when I ran the league, and someone that provides a lot of opportunities for the kids in the Southern Maryland area. Got anything to say, Max?
I just never knew them.
What's your favorite thing about baseball?
If I have to say, catching.
You enjoy catching? Okay, what's your favorite part about catching? Why do you enjoy it?
You always get to be part of every play, and if you weren't part of every play, you'd just be bored and like you might not pay attention, so you could like miss a ball or something, and like yeah.
All right. They have talked. They have conferred with the tournament director. They are calling the coaches out here for the call. Max, I think you like catcher because you're in control and part of every play, and the predictability is there with what's going to happen. Huh? That's the psychological answer.
That's it.
Yes, it is. All right. Calvert American coach is a little upset of this call. They weren't here to clarify the rule. They were clarifying whether the runner needed to go home or back to third. As this is a big situation here, as this run might potentially score, making it a 3-2 ball game. As the obstruction is called, the runner at third, Hannah, will score. She has to touch home. There she goes. As the Calvert side is not happy with the call. again, back to the pickles, it is very tough to determine, but when you don't have the ball, you cannot obstruct the path of a base runner. That is what was called, as we have another time call.
I know, I'm saying, there's 3 of you here and you didn't call it till you asked it to. And you get to the table to ask for the game.
She was challenged. Hold on, coach. She was challenging the obstruction.
I'm just asking a question. I'm just asking a question.
So we conversed as a group of umpires to say, what did you see?
And then you came to their table asking.
We were asking about the runners and where the runners go.
Not the obstruction.
Not the obstruction. We already had that call. This is about the runner.
Nice. Moments getting a little tense here,
Yeah.
as it is a 3-2 ball game now in the bottom of the 5th. 1 out here. St. Mary's has a runner at first. Swung on, foul ball right in front of my face.
Hey, let's just get 2 more, Calvert! Roll them down!
As we're double checking the count here.
0-2. Okay. That's why I wanted you to check. I didn't want to just tell you.
Can we play games? We're just trying to play ball.
That sucks the fun out of everything. As things have gotten really tense here.
Play catch with
Understand the emotions are high in a championship game. Swung on, that is going to be down the third base line. It is going to roll to the fence as St. Mary's is going to score 1 here. They're going to be there with a stand-up double. A 1-out double as St. Mary's drives in another run to tie the game. We are at a new softball game, 3-3 here in the bottom of the 5th. As it is a 1-out for Calvert American. Tied ball game, as that was a barrel off the bat, Max.
Yeah.
What did you see there?
I saw really good hip rotation and really good, what is it? Hand snap.
That ball down the left field line, wheeling it to the fence. Swung on, it's hit the third. As she's going to be safe at first. Third baseman looking to tag the runner at second. The runner at second hangs there, not able to get the throw over in time as Miley is on first with we're going to call that a fielder's choice infield hit. A fielder's choice infield hit is what I would call that.
Yeah.
There's still 1 out here. St. Mary's runner in scoring position, another runner at first base. As Miranda delivers, swung on, it's hit to third, thrown over to first. It is bobbled. The ball is overthrown to first base. St. Mary's is going to score on the overthrow. Third base, Emma fielded the ball cleanly. Hard throw over to first base, just going right over top of Ariana's head there. The run will score on the air to break the tie. It is a 4-3 ball game here in the bottom of the 5th as St. Mary's has broken the tie with 1 out here for Calvert American.
Things are getting really intense in this game.
Things are getting very intense. You know, Little League has pillars of character, of loyalty, of playing the game the right way. And sometimes in moments of tense pressure, in a game such as this where you're down 1 run or where you're tied, emotions can take over a little bit.
Yeah.
Calvert looks to settle in here. That's all they got to do. After that long pause in the call that they felt was against them, Calvert looks to settle in with the emotions. Can they do it here in the bottom of the 5th with 1 out as Miranda delivers pitch? That is in the dirt. A beautiful block behind the dish by the catcher. keeping that ball in front, sacrificing her body. Max, what does that mean for your pitcher if you can trust your catcher to do that?
So if you can trust your catcher, you know that you shouldn't really have to worry enough about. You shouldn't have to worry a lot if you throw it in the dirt just a little bit in front of the catcher.
She's tagged on the out.
Good job, Chase.
As the ball was hit to Emma at third, a ground ball went just wide of Ariana. Ariana able to apply the tag at first base to get 2 outs here for St. Mary's. It is, or excuse me, for Calvert. It is 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. As there's a runner at second and third in scoring position for St. Mary's. As a sub does come in for St. Mary's, I believe Poppy is up to bat for St. Mary's. Coming up to the dish with 2 outs, with 2 runners in scoring position. As Miranda gets her sign, she delivers. Swung on and missed just a little late. Miranda dialing up the heat there on that pitch to get ahead on the count here. No balls, 1 strike. The 0-1 pitch. Swung on, out of play over the first base side. Kid, oh, they are fighting over the ball. 3 kids get to it, but the youngest one able to pick it up. Is he going to come get an airhead? No, he's trying to keep that as a souvenir. He does not want to return it for an airhead. Oh, as Jimmy's running over to give him an airhead to make sure he's taken care of. As the 0-2 pitch there is fouled on right above us here at the backstop. As Poppy has an 0-2 count, Miranda delivers. Taken for ball high.
Just high, just high.
Just a bit high. 1-2 count here for Poppy. Ball high. Miranda climbing the zone here. Not a bad location for a 1-2 pitch. Climbing the ladder here with her catcher.
Yeah.
Swung on and missed for strike 3. Calvert gets out of the inning. St. Mary's leaves 2 stranded in scoring position, but they were able to break the lead as we now have a 5-3 ball game. I believe a 5-3 ball game. 5-3 ball game for St. Mary's here at the District 7 Senior Softball All-Star Championship.
Your car's been through a lot. Bring it back to life. Ride Revival.
Yeah! Yeah! One more game! Ho, ho, ho! Hey! Come on! Friday night, every light burning. Championship dreams, everybody earning. Red dirt flying, hearts on fire. Nobody's ever climbed this much higher. St. Mary's ready.
Eye on the prize.
Calvert American.
Won't back down tonight.
Every pitch, every swing, every play.
Everything rides on today.
Come on, come on, come on. One more out. One more throw. Everybody in the park knows. Hey!
This ain't just another game.
One more game.
Everybody shout that name.
Bring that fire.
Take it higher. Higher.
St. Mary's swinging for it.
Welcome back to the 2026 Senior Softball All-Star Championship game between St. Mary's and Calvert American. We are in a 5-3 ball game here to start the top of the sixth as Callie leads off for Calvert American. Madeline still on the mound for St. Mary's as she delivers the first pitch for a strike. Madeline again painting those corners. Both pitchers here doing a stupendous job. The scores remain close, giving their teams an opportunity to win. As Madeline deals in that fastball, Callie swung on and missed. Gets into an 0-2 count here. Madeline looking in her inventory, gets her sign as she delivers. Swung on and missed for strike three. Madeline
That was a great chase pitch right there.
a very good chase pitch out of the zone. Both pitchers have really commanded the zone today. I mean, really commanded the zone. Both sides should be very proud of that pitching performance, regardless of the outcome on the game. One out here. As Emma takes that first pitch for a strike. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike two. One out here for St. Mary's as Emma steps in for Calvert, looking to get on base here with an 0-2 count. There's the pitch. Swung on, hit foul. Trickling down the third base side, hitting the dugout as the third baseman picks it up, throws it back in play. Tim looking to give her a new ball as that one's a little muddy, a little wet. Switching it out for Madeline. Hopefully drying it off is in his pocket, as there's no towels by the coaches to help out with that. As Emma has an 0-2 count here. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed for strike three. Two outs here for St. Mary's. After that
Now batting
inning,
number 10, Ava Hall.
we got a little intense last inning, Max. How, as Calvert, do you need to come out responding? How do you need to come out responding to that tense inning that you just had?
I would just mentally reset and tell yourself we'll get next time.
Mentally reset. Right? Live by the next pitch. That's the motto here tonight. Live by the next pitch. An 0-2 count here for Madeline. Here's the pitch for Ava. Swung on. It is out of play. Well above our head. Almost caught by St. Mary's Little League volunteer. It's the 0-2 count here for Ava. Madeline delivers. Swung on and missed. Strike three. As Madeline retiring the sides, 1-2-3 for Calvert American. St. Mary's is up 5-3 here, heading into the bottom of the sixth at the District 7 Senior
Going into the
Softball
bottom of the
All-Star
sixth,
Championship game.
SMLL 5, CCALL 3.
Yeah! One more game! Ho, ho, ho! Hey! Come on! Friday night, every light burning. Championship dreams, everybody earning. Red dirt flying, hearts on fire. Nobody's ever climbed this much higher. St. Mary's ready.
I own the prize.
Calvert American.
Won't back down tonight.
Every pitch, every swing, every play.
Everything rides on today.
Come on, come on, come on. One more out, one more throw. Everybody in
with St. Mary's now winning against Calvert American.
As Max tried to do my introductory podcast, but
No,
he
no, I
forgot
did
to
it.
say my guys. It's what's up, my guys. As the 0-1 count swung on, out of play down the first base side. As I'm trying to see who's up to bat here, I can't quite get the number. As Gwen is up to bat here for St. Mary's. Number 7 slot. Leading off for St. Mary's in the bottom of the 6th in a 5-3 ball game. 2-strike pitch. Taking ball low. One ball, 2-strike count here for Gwen. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3 as Miranda getting the first out here for Calvert. How important is that?
That's pretty important for Calvert.
Swung on, it's put in play. Off the third baseman's foot, off the shortstop's foot. She is going to reach base on what might be scored as an error. It was a hard hit ball. I could see that going either way. As St. Mary's has their first base runner here in the bottom of the 6th with 1 out for Calvert American. As Miranda delivers. Taken outside for ball 1. Hannah Granger stepping up here for St. Mary's with Brooke getting on base. Here's the pitch. Taken for ball low. 2-0 count here for Hannah. Here's the pitch. Taken for ball. 3-0 count here for Hannah. Most likely going to take this next pitch. What do you think, Max?
Yeah, 3-0 count. As coaches would say, peepers.
Peepers, that's right. And she swings on and misses. Strike 1. 3-1 count here for Hannah. Hey, good thing to note here, Hannah Granger's father, Mike Granger, the owner of St. Mary's Roofing here in Southern Maryland, a very pivotal sponsor that continues year after year to sponsor teams here in St. Mary's Little League. Shout out to Mike Granger at St. Mary's Roofing for always helping out the kids every single year.
Who are you using? She only used 1 for Miley Thompson in the second inning.
Yes, Hannah Granger was walked.
It's got to be, yeah, okay, she knows. It's got to be somebody as a sub right
Now this is your last one.
Which is,
Okay.
She's out of bench players to use the courtesy runners.
no, so anybody not in the current batting order can run, according to the rules. Even if they've already come out as an original player in the lineup.
As there's another
Even if
question
a
of the
sub
rules.
has exited the game too,
As the rules do change for senior softball all-stars with the
at the time.
pinch runners, courtesy runners, whatever you want to call them, you are limited to just 2. Can't just do your pitcher and catcher if you wanted to. As that first pitch for Talia swung on and missed for strike 1. 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. Swung on, that is going to drop over right in front of left field as it hits off left field's glove, rolls to the fence. That's going to score 1. St. Mary's is sending in another. The speed is on. She's in there with a triple, scoring 2 runs as St. Mary's goes up 7-3 here in the bottom of the 6th with a 1-out triple by Talia. We're going to score that a 1-out single. I think the error is how she got to third. I think it would have been held up as a single there. But the left fielder with that bounce right off the glove, rolled to the fence. Talia able to get over to third base. As St. Mary's making more noise here in the bottom of the 6th. Miranda doing her job, delivering strikes as she settles in here. Swung on, Madeline puts it in play. That is a pop fly ball to left field. Left field catches it, third does tag up, and she is going to be safe at home. The batter doing her job with an RBI sacrifice fly to left field. 2 outs here to make it an 8-3 ball game. Max, how important is that sacrifice fly for St. Mary's when you got a runner at third?
That's very important. That is very important because the runner at third, they can tag up and then score a run for St. Mary's.
As Miley steps in for St. Mary's for a 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Swung on it. It's put in play down the third base line. Third base not able to get to it. That is going to be a base hit. Miley is going to head to second on the bobble there. Miley with a single down the third base line, gets to second on a bobbled air in left field as St. Mary's gets the 2-out hit here in the bottom of the 6th in an 8-3 ball game here at the District 7 Senior Softball All-Star Championship game. 2 outs here for St. Mary's, or Calvert, excuse me. Swung on, foul ball just above us here, hitting the fence behind the dish. As Kaylin is up here for St. Mary's. Here's the pitch, taken ball high. 1-1 count here for Kaylin. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. St. Mary's with a runner at second. Swung on, down the third base line. That is going to be a foul ball, making its way to the outfield. As a batter, you got a 1-2 count, 2 outs, runner in scoring position. What's going through your mind up there at the dish?
Well, there's gonna be a lot of pressure, but you gotta tell yourself, no pressure here, and then just try and get a hit, anything close.
There you go. 2 strike count. You don't want to add any more pressure than you already have, as that one was taken for a ball. That swung on, put in play. It is going to center field. Center field, second base, charging for it. It's reaching the triangle. They're going to try to score from second base here, and they will, as the runner gets to second. And now with the overthrow to second, she's going to get to third. They're going to send her home. The play is in. Pitcher cuts it off as the ball just out of reach of second base. Center field couldn't get to it quick enough. She gets to second on the throw at home where the runner was safe. The overthrow to second gets the runner to home as we have a 10-3 ball game here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. As Calvert American coach Hall calling a time here, going out to settle his girls down. Max, after that tough play like that, as the coach, what do you think they're talking about there at the pitcher's mound?
I think they're talking about no need to be stressed, don't worry about it. And then just you'll get the next one.
That next pitch mentality is so important to live by. Coach, really calm demeanor out there, talking to his ladies, keeping them calm, refocusing. You couldn't ask for some better words from a coach. I don't know what they're saying, but the body language is telling me that they're absorbing it and looks like they're going to be ready to lock in here. That's one of the important jobs as a coach, right? Go out there, calm your team down, get them refocused, reshift it. He's asking them to bring it in. They get the game, breaking the huddle here with a 1-2-3 Calvert cheer, getting them refocused here. Yes. Lorelei steps up here for St. Mary's with 2 outs, no runners on. Taking ball low. 1-0 count here for Lorelei as Miranda looks to pound the zone here. Here's the pitch. Taken for ball 2. 2-0 count here for Lorelei. The 2-0 pitch. Taken low for ball 3. Catcher really using her gear back there behind the dish, blocking baseball, softballs. Excuse me for I keep slipping up on baseballs and softballs. I do apologize. Don't know how I can keep mixing it up. The softball is bright yellow. Should be able to see it even without my glasses on. 3-0 pitch.
Bright yellow or green?
That's taken.
Or yellow, neon highlight yellow.
Neon, it's like a highlighter yellow.
Yeah.
What would you call that, neon yellow?
Lemon yellow.
Swung on, off the end cap, trickles to the pitcher. Pitcher settles in, gets the ball over to first base in time to get the 3rd out. But St. Mary's, the damage has been done there in the bottom of the 6th as they go up 10-3 here, headed into the top of the 7th. Calvert needs to close a 7-run gap to keep the game going. St. Mary's looking to get 3 outs here to win the District 7 Senior Softball Championship. We'll be back here live right after these messages.
Championship dreams, everybody earning. Red dirt flying, hearts on fire. Nobody's ever climbed this much higher. St. Mary's ready.
Eye on the prize.
Calvert American.
Won't back down tonight.
Every pitch, every swing, every play.
Everything rides on today.
Come on, come on, come on. One more out, one more throw. Everybody in the park knows, hey,
This ain't just another game.
one more game.
Everybody shout that name.
Bring that fire.
Take it.
What's up, my guys, and welcome back to the last half inning of the game. If St. Mary's can put up 3 outs here.
As Calvert American has a sub in here, Alexis, looking to get something started, a spark by any means necessary. Telling Max to scoot his chair over here, as that one is in there for a strike. As Madeline settles in. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. Alexis with a 1-2 count here. Trying to get a spark, anything started here for Calvert American. There's the pitch. That is out of play, as there was a running attempt by the Midnight Cowboy himself. Was not able to reel it in.
Almost called by a fan.
As a baseball player, a little embarrassed he wasn't able to catch that, as that is taken for ball 2 low. Alexis with a 2-2 count here. Looking to get on base for Calvert, get something started in the top of the 7th. Here's the pitch. Hit in the inside corner for strike 3. Madeline really working those corners all evening as she picks up the first out here for St. Mary's. Here in the top of the 7th. Calvert needing to score 7 runs here with 1 out, as that is a dead ball.
That was batting Penelope Sigapoo.
As Penelope takes one off the leg, hustles down to first.
Now batting number 7, Miranda Hay. Oh, no. No, he subbed her. Oh, my bad. You're right. 23, McKenna Hunt. Sorry, McKenna.
As McKenna is up for Calvert, I tell you what, that Penelope hit by the pitch there. You want to talk about a tough softball player. I mean, right off the leg, and she hustled down like nothing.
Yeah, one time I got hit on the leg and
And you cried.
No. I hustled down
Here's
to
the
the
pitch,
base,
swung
but like
on.
it hurt, and I was like limping for the next dang.
0-1 count here for McKenna. As Madeline settles in. Here's the pitch. Just inside for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike count here. Here's the pitch. Low inside for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike here for McKenna. As Madeline looks to get out of this. As as that just missed the outside corner for ball 3. 3-1 count here for Madeline. St. Mary's looking to get 2 more outs here to win the championship game. Calvert looking to produce runs by any means necessary, as that is taken for ball 4. As
Now batting number 7, Miranda Hare.
As Calvert is digging for the magic here, they have 2 runners on with 1 out, looking to put something together, keep this game going, keep their dreams alive. It's Madeline looking to do the opposite here as Miranda steps in. Swung on, it's put in play. That's going to hit the gap, heads to center. Center's going to throw it. There's a play at home. She's going to be safe at home, but the ball is kept in front as Calvert brings in a run with 1 out. Clean hit to center field there. As
Now
Calvert looking
batting
to chip
number
away at
5,
this.
Madeline Nerich.
As it is a 10-4 ball game. Coach April Thompson here calling time, going out to talk to her girls. Max, what's that conversation like for April? What is she talking to with her pitchers, catchers, and infielder right now?
She's probably just like telling them, like, maybe like, telling them it's okay, and like they don't gotta worry too much.
Okay. A little bit of a cushion here, right? They don't have to worry about that one they just gave up. They have 1 out. Maybe she told them, hey, focus on getting the out at first. That's the important one. We can let that run go by.
Now batting number 5, Madeline
And then
Nerich.
the ultimate thing would be to lock in.
Yeah.
As Madeline steps in for Calvert American. Madeline delivers. Swung on and missed for strike 1. The Madeline versus Madeline matchup here again. As Madeline has an 0-1 count here. There's the pitch. Looks like a little bit of a riser there as Madeline gets her into an 0-2 count. That fastball's been working all night. I imagine Madeline might come back with it. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I'd say she'd come back with it too.
Here's the pitch. It is just a little low in the zone. Looked like a changeup there as it dropped for 1-2 count as Madeline settles in. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swung on, foul ball, out of play down the line, first base side. The kids are running like crazy people over to get that softball. They want that airhead, and they want it now. 1 ball, 2 strike count here for Madeline. Here's the pitch. That's in the dirt. The runner's not coming. As second, halfway to third, she's going to walk back. No attempt there on the back pick. As third did not want to risk it. Smart move by the runner at third base. Let the hitter do her job here with a 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. That's out of the zone.
Ow!
Wild pitch just over Phelan's head. As it did tap the glove, but not catchable there. As we're in a 3-2 count here in the top of the 7th, a 10-4 ball game, as we have time to call it on the field. As Madeline's looking for something.
That John turned off.
It did turn off. Here's the 3-2 pitch, full count for Madeline. Swung on and missed for strike 3. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th, top of the 7th, excuse me. It's a 10-4 ball game. Ariana is looking to continue the inning here for Calvert American as they have 2 in scoring position. Here's the pitch, taken for ball low. One ball, no strike here. Swung on, and it is headed down the third baseline. Foul as Gibbs hustles into the fence, using her hand to stop her from plowing into it with her face. Luckily, she has that face protector, so regardless, she would have been protected, as Ariana has a 1-1 count here. Here's the pitch. Swung on, same location down the third baseline, foul ball, as Madeline gets her in a 1-2 count. Wipes off the ball, wipes off her hand with the towel that's in her back pocket. 1-2 count here for Ariana. 2 outs. Calvert looking to continue with 2 runners in scoring position. There's the pitch, swung on and hit down the third baseline again. That fence is getting beat up down that third baseline with impressive bat speed here by Ariana.
I don't think they like the fence.
She must not like that fence as hard as she is swinging. Looking to sit back here with a 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. That's a ball high out of the zone. So the runners do not commit. Over catcher's head. 2-2 count here for Ariana. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3. That's a wrap. St. Mary's Little League is your 2026 Senior Softball All-Star Champions in a game that was so close up until that 5th inning, where St. Mary's Little League was able to put 4 on the board, rolling into the 6th, able to put 5 on the board for a final score of 10-4. St. Mary's Little League is headed to the Maryland State Senior Softball Championship game. Calvert American keeping their heads up, battling all the way through this tournament from the losers bracket to come in here and compete against St. Mary's Little League. Max, what do you got to say?
That was crazy.
That was crazy. This is RJ Bean and Maxwell Bean from the Dugout Podcast signing off here at Dorsey Park. Thanks to Sports Ball Dad for broadcasting live. Catch us out on the Dugout Podcast on your favorite listening app, and we'll catch you on the next one.